Are you nervous about your upcoming job interview? You're not alone. It's like a first date, but instead of worrying about spinach in your teeth, you're sweating about whether you'll remember the 5 pillars of project management. Job interviews can be a daunting maze of questions, but a little preparation can go a long way, and hey, at least this isn't a dental appointment, right? But fear not, we've got you covered with 10 foolproof tips to help you ace that interview. Tip number 1, know the company like the back of your hand. It's like going on a first date. You wouldn't show up without knowing your date's name, would you? So don't go into an interview without researching the company. Get familiar with their mission, values, and recent projects. Moving on to tip number 2, understand your role. It's not enough to say I'm a great fit. Prove it by showing you know what the job entails. Be the Sherlock Holmes of job descriptions. Read it, dissect it, and understand it. Tip number 3, prepare questions to ask during the interview. This is your chance to turn the tables and interview them. Ask about company culture, career progression, or the interviewer's favorite office snack. It shows you're proactive, curious, and let's face it, everyone loves talking about snacks. And remember, there's no such thing as too much preparation. Before we dive into more tips, let's take a quick breather. If you're finding these tips helpful, why not give us a thumbs up and share this video with your friends who might also be preparing for a job interview. And hey, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. We have plenty more career advice, tips, and tricks lined up for you. We're here to help you nail that job interview and land your dream job. Remember, every like, share, and subscribe not only supports our channel but also keeps you updated with all our latest content. So go on, click those buttons and let's conquer the job market together. Now let's get back to the tips. Moving on to tip number 4, practice makes perfect. Now we're not telling you to rehearse your answers like a parrot. No, we're suggesting you get a feel for the types of questions you might be asked. You know, the usual suspects like tell me about yourself or what's your biggest weakness. Spoiler alert, I'm a perfectionist is not a unique answer. Let's shimmy on over to tip number 5. Dress to impress, folks. You're not going to a beach party nor are you attending a black tie event. Find that sweet spot in between. A neat professional attire can work wonders. Remember, your clothes are a visual representation of your attention to detail and respect for the company. And tip number 6, be an early bird. Arriving early gives you ample time to compose yourself, review your notes, and yes, locate the restroom. So, get that suit pressed and set your alarm early. Tip number 7, the power of positive body language. There's no denying it, we all speak fluent body language. It's like a secret code we all know but rarely discuss. So, in your next job interview, use it to your advantage. Uncross your arms, maintain eye contact, and lean in when you're interested. It's the physical equivalent of saying, hey, I'm really into this conversation. Moving on to tip number 8, the art of listening. Remember, hearing is not the same as listening. Active listening shows respect, interest, and that you're fully present. So nod, provide feedback, and for goodness sake, don't interrupt. Tip number 9, the infectious power of enthusiasm. Show that you're excited about the job. Let your eyes light up when you talk about your skills, your previous work, or the company's mission. Enthusiasm is like a yawn, it's contagious. And remember, you're not just there to answer questions, but to ask them too. Last but not least, tip number 10, follow up after the interview. Now you might wonder, why is this important? Picture this. You've just finished your interview, you've done your best, shaken hands and walked out the door. But wait, the game isn't over yet. Following up is like a cherry on top of a sundae. It's a small gesture, but it can make a big impression. It shows your potential employer that you're genuinely interested in the role and you're proactive. So, how do you do it effectively? A simple thank you email will suffice. Mention something specific from the interview, maybe a discussion point that stood out, to show you were attentive and engaged. Remember, timing is key. Send it within 24 hours of the interview. Alright, let's do a quick recap of all the tips we've covered. 1. Research the company. 2. Understand the job description. 3. Know your resume like the back of your hand. 4. Prepare your answers. 5. Dress appropriately. 6. Arrive early. 7. Make a good first impression. 8. Ask insightful questions. 9. Be positive and confident. And 10. Follow up after the interview. Remember, preparation is the key to success. Each of these tips is a step towards acing your interview and landing that dream job. So, there you have it. 10 tips to help you ace your next job interview. Now go out there and get that job. And as we wrap up this comprehensive guide on acing your job interview, don't forget how important it is to stay connected with us. If you found these tips helpful, smash that like button and share the video with your friends who might be preparing for their job interviews as well. Remember, Knowledge shared is knowledge multiplied. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss out on our upcoming videos packed with more useful tips and tricks. We're here to help you navigate your career path smoothly. Stay tuned for more content to help you ace your next job interview and secure your dream job. Here's to your success.